Yo, what's good? I'm going to go over support and resistance, okay? So, simple concept starting with basics, okay? Let's not overcomplicate things too much. So, support and resistance, think of it like the floor,
Perfect.
okay? Support. And resistance, think of it like a ceiling,
Perfect.
okay? The top. So, in between any support and resistance level, there will be other little support and resistance levels in the smaller time frames. So, it's good to check the overall higher time frames because they hold more power. So the support and resistance levels are not going to be right at the tip of the candles, right at not all the time. Okay. So it could be a general area, right? You don't want the area to be like, oh, okay, is this support? Because it's like down here and this and down that. And no, it's like, it's a little bit more accurate than that. See, this, I could have moved it to here, right? That's another area. So for example, okay, let's start off down here. So the price was moving up. Doesn't matter what it was doing over here, right? For now, just sit back, enjoy the show. Okay. So it came up here, it hit the ceiling, came down, tried to come back up, hit another ceiling, came back down, hit the floor, hit another ceiling, came back down, hit the floor. Okay. Started coming back up to the ceiling. Look, came back up, hit the ceiling, went down, hit a little floor, came up, broke past the ceiling. Okay. So for it to break past this ceiling, it took a really long time. So this area is kind of important. Okay. Once it broke past that area, look what it did. It bounced up, right? It created another floor. You see that floor right there? And again, it created another ceiling there. It took a little bit of time to pass that. So once it hit the floor again, it came back up. I mean, it came up, right? It hit a ceiling, did a reaction, hit a floor, right? Once it hit the floor, it came back up, it hit a ceiling. Did it cross the ceiling? Yeah, it had a little bit of movement there, right? Did I pass it? Hold up, my bad. Oh yeah, right there. So okay, right here. Had a little bit of resistance there, which is the ceiling. Back to the floor. It went past the floor. Did it want to go back to this floor? No. It went to here. Look at this area. This could have been another support level, right? And then that's the ceiling. Hit the ceiling, came back down to the floor, past the ceiling, right? So when I say floor, that's support. You think of what do you stand on? What supports you? Your feet. This is your feet, and then this is your head. So your feet to your head, right? Think of it like that. Think of resistance like the you hit your head on the ceiling, right? And support is you hit your feet to the floor. So this is you or you if you're a girl. This is the boy. This is the girl. The boy has no hair. The girl has long, luscious, beautiful hair. I'm going to explain support and resistance with them. Okay. So when you're on the floor, that's support. When your heads hit the ceiling, that's resistance. Okay. That's my analogy with the floor being support, the roof being resistance. So when you mark off levels, that's what you can do. You don't have to mark off every single level. That's where the higher time frames come into play. When you use the higher time frames, you're able to mark off the levels easier. Okay. When in doubt, zoom out. So you can mark this level and this level, just for example. Okay. And back to the analogy, price is trading right here. So it's in this general area for now until it does a bigger move. So you go on the lower time frames, you can see these levels are way too far. You can put it right at the end of the tips, right? Right at the end of the tips.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
I've noticed that this would be stronger, right? And it doesn't have to be exact, like I said. Just place it wherever. You'll get used to it. Just have a general idea of, just so you can kind of see what support and resistance is. I'm not gonna show you like where to place them exactly or whatever what's best, but just for example purposes, okay? So so say that's an area of support. It tapped here, came up, tapped here, came up, and you could even use this as resistance. Look at this candle. That's From here to here, that's a whole boom. Went down, tested that low. Nope. Went up, tested this high. Nope. And then look, it tested it again. Came down. Nope. It's testing it again. Could it come down? Yes. Could it break up? Yes. So that's what you have to see, right? Once it breaks down and it taps here, this is support and resistance. Okay. This levels can be support and resistance. So when you see here, it tap, it's support, and you see here, it tap, it turns into resistance, right? So this area, it's support and resistance, right? So it's a strong area. It took a couple days, took a couple weeks, couple months, whatever the time frame is. The more it taps that area, the stronger this is. And look, it's not an exact price number. Okay. Can you put an exact price number and take say you predict, okay, support resistance here. I'm going to see how it's not like right at the tip of the candle, but you say, okay, once it breaks, comes down and touches this area again, I'm gonna look for a long. Or once it breaks down and it taps this area again, but it doesn't pass it, I'm gonna look for a short. That's where you can use for the support and resistance levels, and the higher time frames dictate where it's gonna go. So keep that in mind. Okay. So once you lower the time frames, then you can see, okay, it's not going up again because it's tapping, tapping, tapping. It's like knocking, knocking, no one's there, So fuck it, I'm gonna go back home. Rotating the ceiling, then it hits the floor. Okay, resistance, ceiling, support, floor. Simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, peace.